So in this lab we will work on Ultimate Test Drive cybersecurity portfolio. Now this is the network what I have shown you now, as you can see. So this is my VM series firewall, and this is my internet, and this is the attacker, and this tab switch, basically that is basically you're capturing your data. And here we have victim machine and protected client. Now how this all going to work in this cyber security portfolio, we will discuss about that, and we will do this lab. So let us start the lab. So this is the lab basically, okay, and this is the diagram what I have shown you. So navigate to student desktop VM and choose Prisma browser. Okay, now we have to choose Prisma browser. So Prisma Access browser basically. Okay, so this is my lab and this is my virtual lab basically. So navigate student desktop VM, choose Prisma browser, Prisma browser profile, UTD CP SEB. Okay, so we need to go here, and this one Prisma browser profile. So let me open this. Okay, I think I need to go to student desktop, not here, student desktop. And this profile we need to use Ultimate Test Drive. So afterwards we have to click continue with SSO, and it will take this, and my password is this. So here is the password, and now hit enter. So now I'm logged into my Prisma browser, which is a secure browser, and afterwards navigate to student desktop VM and open navigate to student desktop VM when open Prisma Access browser. Okay, now where we need to go, so this one Prisma Access browser, we need to open this, and now we have to click here VM series firewall, VM series firewall, advance and proceed. So this is my Palo Alto firewall. Now in my Palo Alto firewall I have to log in with student, and password is UTD5. So student, sorry, we have to type here student and UTD5. So now I have logged into my Palo Alto firewall. Now afterwards a welcome message will come. Now we need to go on to network and interfaces and link state of 1 by 1, and that will be down. We need to go and we need to up the link state and commit the changes. So don't show, and afterwards close, and now we need to go to network and interfaces. This interface is down. We need to go to advanced, and afterwards link state is down, we need to make it up. Then we need to perform the commit. Okay, it is saying that. Okay, so this commit is going on, and that interface will enable basically. And once it is enabled, then we need to install Cortex XDR agent on the protected client. So here protected client we need to install basically. So let the commit done, or meanwhile it is running, let us go back to lab browser and click on protected client. So now we will go to protected client. So here we have to install Cortex XDR. So this is the script which we need to run. So it is already there in C root desktop. We have to only install this Cortex XDR client. So if you want to see what is in this script, here right click and you can edit it. So this is a PowerShell script, so it will go here, download the Cortex XDR client, and afterwards unzip it and put it into the downloads. Then afterwards it will start the installation and it will install Cortex XDR client on my desktop. So let us see whether the push is complete or not. So it's almost done. So meanwhile what we can do, we can at least start the installation on protected client. So I have hit enter, but it is not working. Okay, let me do once again dot backslash install. Okay, now this time it is downloading and it is running, and it will install the Cortex XDR client on my desktop. And in student desktop, as we can see, the policy is already pushed. Now the installation script will install and download. After installation, open the Cortex XDR using system tray icon and then click now to connect XDR server. This will allow the newly installed XDR client to connect with Cortex XDR management. So here in protected client, still it is time remaining. I am pausing the video. As you can see, now my Cortex XDR is enabled and we can see the events and setting as well. Now as you can see, it is connected now. Now we need to go to the next step. In the next step, conduct a ransomware attack. So what is the ransomware attack? Here this is a process. What attacker will do, prepare a web server to deliver flash player exploit, deliver the phishing or a spear phishing email to recipient website, click the link in email to the website, save the flash player and exploit user's browser. Exploits connect to attacker system. Attackers deliver malware to attack objective. So this is the process what will happen. So now we need to go to the attacker. So here is the attacker. So we are connecting to attacker VM. So this is my attacker VM, and we have to send the password, keyboard, send password, keyboard and send password. So it will send the password and my machine is login. So this is basically Kali machine, you can see. And here we need to run this demo attack.sh /. So desktop, basically, let me see where is the script. So here is the script /. Demo attack.sh. So this is the script what I have to run. So this will start the exploit program and configure attacker VM to listen for incoming connections and serve Google Chrome JS create side effect type confusion 0-day exploit to the victim VM. This process may take a while, so be patient. So once completed, the terminal should display following prompt. So let us run the script. So now it is basically opening the port, and then afterwards it will send the exploit to the victim machine. So it will take time. I'm pausing the video. So it has run. Now what it has done basically, as you can see, so started TCP handler on port 443. So it has started the handler on this machine. Now let us see, and using URL, this is the URL basically. Now what will happen, this window has come. Now we need to check whether we have a sessions or not. So right now I think there is no active session. Now what I am going to do, compromise victim via exploit. So how it will be done? So go to the victim desktop, click the victim tab to open the victim VM. So I will go here, not here. Now there will be a victim tab, and we will connect the victim VM, and we will see how it will be exploited. Now here, as you can see, so an email has been come, and email with the subject someone has your password displayed. Now in display preview pane, this look like the legitimate email from Google informing you that someone has your password. Now click the review your devices. Now in the link mail, this will open Google Chrome. So we need to go here and review your devices now. So this is a mail, so this will open my Chrome. So my Chrome will open. You will be taken to Gmail login page where the Google Chrome browser exploited is triggered. If the web page appear to be loading even after you see the Gmail web page, that is expected behavior of the exploit. In the next task, you will resume the role of attacker and continue to the next stage. So go back to attacker VM. You should see the Metasploit open a Metapatter session to the client VM. So now if I go here in my attacker, so it has opened a session, as you can see, towards the for creating the attack. And to verify the session between the attacker victim is open, use sessions command to list the active session. Hit enter return to get the command prompt. So you can type sessions and you will get the details as well. Okay, so sessions. So as you can see, we have a session already established here. So it is showing that it is already connected. Okay, now an open session indicates that the attacker has an active direct connection to the VM, which can be used to further compromise system. And it is saying that we have to type session ID should be 1 here. So as we can see, session ID is 1. Now what we will need to do, session -I and 1. This will initiate interactive session message, start interaction with 1. Session -I1 here, sessions -I and 1. So starting interaction with 1. Then afterwards, at this point you have connected to the victim VM, and we can execute a number of available exploit. So this exploit we need to run basically. Okay, in the attacker VM we have to run this command, migrate -n explorer.exe. So it is not pasting, I think so. No, not pasting. We have to type migrate -n explorer.exe. So migrate -n explorer.exe. So this we have to run first of all. So migrating from 3756 to this. So migration completed successfully. Now we need to go into the temp directory, cd and tmp. Okay, why it is saying that it is failed? It is capital TMP basically, TEMP. So we have entered into this directory. Now what we need to do, dir command and upload happy.exe. If we do dir, then as you can see, no entries exist in ctmp. Now what we need to do, we need to run this command. You should see a message confirming that happy.exe has been successfully uploaded to the victim VM. You can enter dir to check the file has been uploaded. So upload happy.exe. So this temp is small actually. That's why we are in incorrect directory, pwd. So we in capital, we need to get out from here and we need to go cd and temp. This T is capital, rest is small. Now if we do ll or ls, so no entry exists in temp, so it should be there. So I have run the command upload happy.exe. What it has done basically, it has uploaded happy.exe to the system machine. Okay, now this file is uploaded. Afterwards you can uh, you can enter dir to check the file has been uploaded. So if we do the dir, it will show that file has been uploaded. This is the remote machine basically, whom's shell I have get. So from my machine I have uploaded happy.exe to user's temp directory C. Now what is the next step we need to perform here? Okay, now if I type this, I have done basically. Now execute ransomware attack on the victim client. We have to run this command. I don't know whether it will get copy or not. Copy and pasting is another issue. Paste section, okay, paste selection. So I don't think it is pasting. We have to type execute -f execute execute -f, and then afterwards we need to use cmd.exe. Here cmd.exe. Now we need to run this. We need to go into the C drive. We need to go to the C drive, and in C drive we need to run this command ctemp happy.exe c:\temp c:\temp, and in temp we need to execute what? Happy.exe and then -h. happy.exe, and then we need to close this and then -h. This we need to run. So the process is created, 6908 process is created. So quickly switch the victim tab. Now we will quickly switch the victim tab. Here as you can see, it has gone into BSOD, that is called blue screen of death. And afterwards what will happen basically, the ransomware will simulate the process checking the disk on victim VM chk dhk process. However, the counter that indicates the progress will never stop counting. If you are connected via cloud share RDP to the victim machine to view the ransomware action BSOD, switch to con via cloud share. So we need to click on con. Then what is happening to the machine, we can see here. This is the victim machine. Now it will restart, and then it should give me the message that ransomware, as you can see. Now it is decrypting the system, and then afterwards it will ask the money. So this is the process. Now what we'll do, when the screen will come, then we need to send control, we need to give send control alt delete under the keyboard button, and then afterwards we will get this kind of screen basically. So let us do this. So here, so we can see, and if you press any key, so it will ask me the money basically. So this is the ransomware attack. As you can see that we have your key, give us money here, here's your personal one decryption code here, if you have already purchased your key, please enter it now. So like this kind of message basically we are getting here, like this. Okay, so click inside the skull and this will appear. This should change the image to ransomware warning page with the list of demands, the instruction to submit payment order to unlock your system. Okay, congratulations, you are now attacker and victim. You will no longer able to use victim VM or the next lab. Go back to the attacker VM and click exit. So this is gone. Now we need to go to the attacker and we can simply exit from here. So as you have seen how easy to hack if somebody is not aware. So this is a process of hacking. And again, this will return to the Metasploit prompt, because sessions command again, we can run session command again here. So we can run sessions. So now no active session because we have done our job basically. Now same we need to do on the protected client. Okay, same thing we need to do. Now we will go here and we will go to the protected client, and here same process we are going to repeat. We will click here, review your devices now. So as you can see, Cortex XDR has detected malicious activity, and we will be able to see the details what is happening actually. So this is a attack. So Cortex has successfully stopped this Cortex XDR attack basically. Now review your device now. Link the phishing mail, link in the phishing mail you did to the victim VM. So if we go here, so as you can see when I click here, so it has simply not, if you go here and open the browser, as you can see it is showing this is the malware and web page is blocked. So this is end of activity 1. Now protection with the ML powered next generation firewall. So review the port based policy of our victim. So go to student desktop, VM series firewall, student desktop and VM series firewall. Okay, firewall tab in the PAB browser, you can log in with. Okay, now we have to go to student desktop. Okay, so this is student desktop. So we need to click on monitor logs URL filtering, monitor logs and URL filtering. So here we should see that this is a malware attack which has been stopped by Cortex XDR. Now click on ACC tab, and in ACC tab we should be able to see that what happened basically, what kind of attack that happened there. So the application command control center, you can get and look the application that the firewall sees basically. So you can check here as well. The policy where all the firewall policies are configured, there are various types of policy from security policy that configure all firewall rules to NAT or decryption policy that define other function next generation firewall. Feel free to examine the different policy needs on the left. So if you go here and policies and in security policy, so there are the policy which are basically configured here to protect us from different kind of attack basically. So this has been defined here. This is my protected client which is being protected by Cortex XDR. Now click on security, first rule, victim to attacker. So first rule, victim to attacker. So if we see victim to attacker, open the security policy rule and configuration window. The source address is set to the victim and destination is set to the attacker. So source here is victim, the victim machine, and destination is called attacker. So source to destination, and okay, and then afterwards the victim to attacker policy is a port based policy because it allows any application to run on port 80443 and 8080. Review the application's service category URL. So this is source here and this is my destination. So source is your trust, destination is your untrust, okay, and source is your victim machine and destination is your attacker. And if we go here, we have defined port, okay, so we can see we have defined port. Now go to actions tab and note that in profile setting it is set to none. In profile setting actions it is set to none, allowed. That's why this attack was allowed, because we are not blocking it. Review the policy for the protected client. So we can close this. Now we will review the policy for the protected client. So security policy rule, protected client to attacker, protected client to attacker, and review the policy. Source is your trust and protected client, and destination intranet and attacker, and in service category URL, as you can see in application we have selected SSL and web browsing. So basically this is much better to create application based rule than port based rule, because these are more effective. So here is nothing, and if we go to actions, in actions profile is enabled, and what we have enabled, for example, antivirus is enabled, vulnerability protection is default, anti-spyware is enabled, everything is basically enabled, majorly of thing except data filtering, everything is enabled basically. So this we can see there, okay, so these details are there. Now change the URL filtering protection to none. Let us see if disabling URL filtering will let the attacker VM to exploit protected client. Click OK to the policy window and commit. So what we will do, URL filtering, what we will do none. So we have done URL filtering to none, basic file blocking, and click on OK and commit. Now we will check whether we will be able to exploit or not. So after commit is done, rerun the ransomware on the protected client without URL. Go to the protected client web page and refresh the web block window. Click on the review your devices link and phishing email again. So let the policy run, we will do it. So commit is done. Now what it is saying, go to the protected client. Now we will go to the protected client. In protected client, let me refresh this page. So it should give me the Gmail sign, and also this time Google will be allowed to open, which shows that the protected client VM is not protected by URL filtering. Let's go to the attacker and see if exploit succeeds or not. Now we will go to attacker, and in attacker send password. Okay, sorry, first of all remove this. Here send username, and here send password. So now click on sessions. So right now there are no sessions. Now go to student desktop, VM series firewall, go to monitor log traffic at the bottom. So monitor log traffic, student desktop, monitor log traffic, and in the traffic, as we can see what it is saying at the bottom, click resolve host name. Okay, so at the bottom click resolve host name. So it is already clicked resolve host name. Okay, now to enable it, it was already enabled resolve host name, so we have enabled it. Now under the source column, click on protected client. Under the source column, click on protected client. Okay, click on protected client. Then destination, click on attacker. Then destination, click on attacker. Where is the attacker? Protected client, and then destination, click on destination. Okay, address to filter like this. Now we need to execute this like this. So this will give me the log from protected client to attacker. So these are basically the logs. Apply filter done. Note that from protected client, VM on port 8080 is blocked by the firewall. So if we see 8080 port is denied by the firewall. Why? Because we haven't allowed it. Does this mean traffic on 8080 port is blocked? Let's go to the firewall policy and find out. Then internal web servers on 8080 policy. So now we need to go policies, and afterwards internal web server 8080 policy. Let us examine this policy. Source, trust, destination, intranet, and internet web server 8080, application, web browsing, service category URL, port 8080 they have taken. Action is allowed. Okay, action is allowed, but still it is denied. So here, see, the VM is not in the internal web series on 8080 group. So if you see here, the VM is not there in 8080 group. That's why it is blocked. If it is there, then it will be allowed. Okay, so the protected client VM is blocked basically. Let's allow attacker on this policy and see if we can compromise the protected client VM. Click on internal web server policy 00. In the destination tab, add the attacker to destination address. Okay, let us add the attacker to destination address, then commit. Now click on OK and then try to commit. So I will pause the video and I will come back. Now this is almost done. Now what we need to go back to protected client and refresh the Google icon and review your devices now. Okay, now let us see. Let it run and we will go to the student desktop. It's almost done. Now close this, go to the protected client and refresh the button. After refreshing the button, we will go to the attacker. Now we can see on my Metasploit this is happening. Now go to monitor log threats and review more about that the threat was detected. You can see again the next generation firewall protected the protected client VM from the attack. So if we go to the logs, so this time we can see again it is denied basically. If we filter it again, So 8080 is basically denied, as you can see, explicit deny. Okay. So this we can see here. Okay, we need to go to thread basically here, and it should show the deny vulnerability, Google Chrome V8 type, this one, and if we go here, then web browsing alert, where is that? Yeah, it's the same. So we can see it is showing the vulnerability and it is not allowing it. Now the next step is remove the next generation firewall protection from the protected client. Okay, so let us do this. Policy, security, victim to attacker, and source tab. Policy, security, victim to attacker. So policy, security, victim to attacker, and what we need to do here now, source tab, and add the protected client to this policy. Okay, from here in this policy, where is that? Victim to attacker. What is saying? Policy, security, victim to attackers, source tab. Victim to attacker. Let me check I am the correct policy. Victim to attacker and the source tab. Now we need to go to the source tab. In source tab, what it is saying, in source tab, add the protected client to this port based policy. Okay, we need to add the protected client to this port based bad policy. So protected client to this port based bad policy, and afterwards commit. Okay, commit. So I'm pausing the video. So the policy has been pushed. Now let us close this. Again go to the protected client and refresh this page, and again we can see application name chrome.exe unknown. This has been blocked. So my Cortex SDR still blocking basically. If I close this, review your devices now. So again my Cortex SDR is blocking it. So this is the good thing. So even though you have removed the next gen policy, my Cortex SDR has been blocked. Use the sessions command in the Metasploit and you should see no open session. Now if I go here in where attacker, and as you can see session died, there is no open session. So Cortex XDR has done its job. Now Cortex XDR detection and response platform. This activity dependent on activity number 2, which we have already done. So Cortex XDR has successfully stopped the malware, or you can say the ransomware. In the Cortex XDR console is open, double click on Cortex XDR icon on the Windows taskbar at the bottom of the desktop. This should display Cortex XDR console, which will read advanced endpoint policy enabled. So now we need to go here in protected client, and we should, when we click here console, so this will open the console here. You can close this. So advanced endpoint protection is enabled in my Cortex SDR. Click check in now. So it will try to connect again, I think so. So I have clicked on check in now. Link to connect the Cortex XDR management service and retrieve any update security policy. This update normally done on set heartbeat schedule. The link will change momentarily connecting. Once XDR client has completed check-in, it will return to check-in now. Now go to the events tab and select the event to see the detail about the protection every triggered the exploit hosted by attacker VM. Okay, so now we need to go to the events tab. So events tab, we can see what attacker is trying to do and how it prevented us basically. So Cortex XDR is lightweight client that is centrally managed by Cortex XDR Management Service. We will review the Cortex XDR web management interface in the next task. Now here is Cortex XDR. So they have three parts. Cortex XDR web management, a cloud-based security infrastructure service that is destined to manage the endpoint security policy, review the events as they occur, and perform additional analysis associated logs. Cortex XDR agent enforce your security policy on the endpoint and sends report when it detects the threat. So this is web management and this is agent. Cortex Data Lake, a cloud-based logging infrastructure that centralizes the collection of storage of logs generated by Cortex XDR agent. Cortex Data Lake also support the data collection from Palo Alto Network ML powered next generation firewall. So three part is there: web management, XDR agent, and data lake. Now log in and review Cortex XDR. Go to student desktop, click on PAB, student desktop, we can close this, and in student desktop here, and in student desktop click on PAB. Where is PAB? Student desktop. Okay, we have to open the browser and we have to open the Cortex XDR. So let us open Cortex XDR. So this will open the Cortex XDR which is on cloud. So username will be pan lab. First thing, so at Cortex XDR, click inside the username field and use the save credential and click next. So this save credential is there. Okay, it is asking for my pin code. So I think pin code is 4949. So 4949 and click on next. And password, I think this we have selected. Verify. So now it is showing unauthorized. I think we have selected this. We need to select UDT CP XDR. We need to select this. So we have selected the wrong one. So let us close it. Again, not Panorama, Cortex XDR. Okay, I think we need to open the browser again or reopen the browser because it has taken that setting basically. So let us go here again. I have selected the wrong one, that's why it is giving problem. Here, let me copy this. Open the browser once again. This is the fresh browser. Let us open here Cortex XDR. Again authorized. So let me solve this problem. I will come back. So I have opened the new incognito tab. Now what we need to select basically UDTCP, this one, UDTCP, next, and then UDTCP, which one was that? UDTCP XDR, this one, pen test lab. This is the password and verify. Unable to sign in. Why? So I think this we need to select UDP XDR1. Now it is signing in. Now we are signing in Cortex XDR basically, which is a cloud-based solution. Add the password prompt. Okay, this is good. This we have done. Now here we will be able to see all endpoints on the cloud basically. So this is my dashboard. And endpoints, all endpoints So here we should be able to see all endpoints which are connected and which is secured by Cortex XDR. Now what it is saying, you can review the incident reported by the agents on the endpoint. Select one of the connected endpoints in the right hand side pane. Select the icon to review the issues. Okay, so we need to check which one is connected basically. So this is my connected endpoint. It is showing here. You can select this, and after selecting this, what we need to do, what we need to use basically, and select one of the connected endpoints. In the right hand side pane, select the icon to review the issue as shown. Okay, issues as shown. This is agent version. On-prem. Click on there. Oh, here we can see the issues here. So whatever be the incident generated, we will be able to see that what kind of attack and what kind of threat happened basically, and what kind of defense we have. So in this way, and also to review the details of the incident, click on overview. We need to click on overview and include incident insights. We need to click here. So this will give us the detailed record basically. Review the key asset and artifacts. Now we need to click on key assets and artifacts. And here, as you can see, it has shown that happy.exe, that malware is blocked. And alerts and insight, we have seen that happy malware is blocked. And if we go to alerts and insights, it will show how many alerts are there, and it will also show the behavioral threat and executions, what executions was done. So this has been shown here. Okay, so let me make it a bit small. So here we can see what kind of behavioral threat we can see here. You can also access all incident from your in your tenant from incident response menu. Go to incident response and incidents. We need to go to the incidents response and incidents. So where we need to go, incidents response and incidents, incidents response and incidents. So from here we can also see whatever the incidents response are there. So we can easily see these are the incident response here. So this is the way to analyze it. Cortex XDR provides multiple prevention method. For example, wildfire, static analysis, execution restrictions, trusted publisher identification, admin override policy. So a lot more thing it give to us. Now it is saying go to endpoint management and policy management and click on profile tab. You will go here, endpoints and policy management. In policy, when click on profiles, on the left node to view the security available for Windows, Mac OS. So we need to click on profiles. So this will show the policy for Windows and Mac OS which are defined, and this is blocking them from malwares and other threats basically. So as you can see, the option exploit, malware, restriction, agent settings. So these all things are there basically. Okay, as you can see here, exploit, malware, all thing is there, agent settings. So this has been blocked, and if you want to see it, you can see that as well. Okay, now this is different. Now this activity has been ended. Now, introduction to Stata Cloud Manager. So Stata Cloud Manager is basically, you can say, where you can see all of your logs. We will again go to this student. Let us open a new tab and ultimate test drive, and afterwards we have to click on SCM SASE. SCM SASE we need to click. This will open Stata Cloud Manager for us. PAN SSO has been taken. So it is loading my Stata Cloud. So restricted. This page is not available. Go back. Why it is saying that? Okay. I think we need to close it and open once again. Let us close it. Close it. Open once again. Or we can open from here as well. Now we need to go on SCM SASE. So ultimate test drive, SCM SASE. So which username we have to take this time? Okay, it is saying use UDT CP SCM PAN lab net UTD CP SCM UTT CP FCM and 4949 4949 next UTT CP SCM. This we need to select and verify. After verification, it is loading my Stata Cloud Manager. Now in command center, we can filter past 7 days log. In command center, now we can go to filter, command center, and in the command center, past 3 hours, now we need to check into past 7 days logs. So now I have clicked on past 7 days logs. So whatever of past 7 days logs we have collected, it will show here. And how many users, how many GB of data. So this all will show here in my Stata Cloud Manager. Okay. So these are the things what we can see here. And if we talk about summary, and if you scroll down, as you can see, this is my Prisma access and 5 locations are deployed basically. And how many users, how much data transfer is there, it is showing. And you can scroll down as well. It will give user device experience and all detail it will give to you. Now on Prisma Access SASE app, from here you can switch to internet or private app or dive deeper into a specific app and gain more insight. For example, click on OpenAI ChatGPT. So if we go here and here OpenAI ChatGPT. So once we click OpenAI ChatGPT, navigate the summary tab of command center by clicking on the command center. So as you can see here, and these details you will get here, all the details basically. Now what it is saying, okay, navigate to summary tab of the command center. Summary tab of the command center. Now where is the summary tab? So I think here, the executive summary. So from here you will be able to see whatever be the summary basically about advanced wildfire, UL filtering enabled, all details you will get here basically. Now this is done. Now again, inside operational NextSec health. Okay, we need to go inside operational and NextSec health. in NextSec Health, it is showing whatever be the, for example, 0 incidents, 8 user, all detail we will be able to see here. Now again, NextSec Health we have open, so we should be able to see all details and the graphical view where uh, where the deployment has been done, where are the clients, so that everything you can see on this window. Now navigate to Insight, Prisma SASE, Prisma Access Uses. Navigate to Insight, and in Insight Insight, and in Insight Security, and then Executive Summary. So here we can see the executive summary which we have seen previously. Now inside Prisma SASE, Prisma Access Usage, inside Prisma SASE and Prisma Access Uses. So inside Prisma SASE and Prisma Access Usage. So here we will be able to see the license detail and all detail basically. Okay, and again we can go here as well, inside Security, Advanced Threat Prevention and Threat Prevention Dashboard. You can see here, and we can also go Advanced Threat Protection Dashboard, and we can see what is blocked and what is allowed here. Basically all detail we will be able to see here. Okay, that allows sanctioned app and ZTNA, so all details we will be able to see here. Okay, now inside Security, Advanced Threat Protection, Advanced Threat Protection Prevention Dashboard. So this is my Advanced Threat Protection, and this is the dashboard which we can see here. This is the dashboard which we can see, which is showing all the threats which are blocked basically. Okay, allowed threat, blocked threat, all detail you can see here. Now Activity Insight, inside Activity Insights. Now we need to go Insight, and then Insight, and then Activity Insight. So it should be here somewhere where we need to go. Again we need to check Insight. Okay, we need to click on this icon, Insight, and this icon, Activity Insight. Okay, so this icon we need to click here, Command Center, Insight, and Activity Insight. Where is that? So here is that Activity Insight. So in Activity Insight we will get these kind of details. Okay, so overview will give us the overview of all basically, as you can see here, which applications are there, and so this is all exploration. So once you have the access, you can explore and you can check anything, what kind of threat is there, what kind of user are affected. So this detail we can see. We can see the rules as well, what rules are defined, what regions are defined. So okay, we can see the threat, what kind of threat are there, whole detail, whole dashboard are there, the users, and we can see rules, what rules are defined. So here it will show all rule basically. You can see all rules, you can see the regions. So region detail, it will populate here, it will take some time. So from here you can basically explore your Strata Cloud Manager. Now we need to go to, now we need to check how we can manage it. Now we need to go Manage Configuration, NGFW, and Prisma Access. Now we need to go to Manage and Configuration. It should be here. So it is a very small icon, this Manage Configuration, NGFW, and Prisma Access. So in this window, let the window open. and afterwards it is saying from security tab, here we went to ngfw and Prisma Access. So let it open. So this is open, the ngfw Prisma Access. So what it is saying now, SaaS security. Now we need to click on SaaS security inline. So SaaS security, here SaaS security, we can see ngfw Prisma Access properties, we can see SaaS security, so everything you can see here. And SaaS security inline tab built into cloud managed Prisma Access to give centralized view of network cache security. So this will give us the holistical view basically. Okay, and even we have data loss protection policies as well. So lot more things are there. DLP incidents we can see here as well, and ZTNA connector that we can see. So this all thing we can see, this is pre-configured because this is a kind of demo lab. Also we can go on manage configuration Prisma Access browser activity, manage, and lot more options are there. So Prisma Access, ngfw, a lot more options are there, you can explore those. So they have given the options basically. There will be a posture management, there will be setting, so a lot more things are there, push config. So each and every tab has their meaning. For example, this posture setting, so this is all exploration you can do, and you can explore the setting on your Strata Cloud Manager, and what are the settings defined there. Okay, so these are all settings. I don't think we need to go to each and everything and explore. Now Prisma SASE and AI access security, so it will also support the AI access security. Now again it is saying go to student desktop and click on SCM SASE, and the virtual ultimate test drive bookmark PAB shows an activity 421. It is all not already logged in, so we are already logged in basically. So says now navigate to Insight Security AI Access. So now we need to go to Insight, so it will be up here, Insight Security and AI Access. So here they are, we can see what AI policies has been defined here. So I don't think we need to go all of this. So this is the PDF book I will attach. You can see the settings, that what are their Gen AI app users. So this is all browsable data, you can browse. So the main activity was that to show you that how this Prisma XDR has saved us from the malware attack or the phishing attack. So these all the policies, you can go here and there and you can explore browser security. Okay, so it will also give us browser security. So for example, it is saying Prisma Access browser VM, we need to go. Now we need to go Prisma Access browser, and in Prisma Access browser, so what is the browser security available, we will be able to see. So username will be panlab pab user2. This is the username. Let us copy. I don't know whether it will paste or not. So that is the biggest problem. You will not able. Okay, it is pasted and twice. So paste it here. Continue. Now it is asking for me single sign-on, and the password here. This is the password. So this is the Prisma browser. So this is their own browser, which will provide you some extra security when you are browsing. Now hit enter. Now you will be able to access this Prisma Access browser. Okay, now afterwards a device posture check compares the endpoint against your defined managed devices you can see how device success or fail on that criteria. At this VM present the unmanaged device, click proceed anyway. So we need to click on proceed anyway. And now it will ask the pin, and pin is 1234. 1234. This is the pin. Click on continue. Now this is my Prisma Access browser. So you can install the Prisma Access browser and it will give you some extra security. Now the browser will start onboarding process. Note that you can customize the browser to your company brands. Click next to review the information, stop to make yourself home page. So lot more things you can do, it's up to you. So I'm not changing much thing, I'm simply clicking on next, and finally now my Prisma browser is here. And one more thing, click the Prisma Access browser on the icon in the upper right. This will show some controls including ability to lock the browser, log out, or you can also run the import again, posture status, show as your current device. Okay, so let us go there. So we can do log out, we can see posture status and all the things. For example, my endpoint protection is please install a compliant endpoint protection product on a device, because the product is not there. So we can see whether in posture access the posture is good or not. And from the Omni box, what it is saying, click on policy. This will show the controls. This page subject only developer tools are blocked here, so they have blocked developer tool. So if we click on policy, so developer tools are blocked. Ideally it is not good decision to block developer tool, because sometimes it helps more in troubleshooting. So this is all about Prisma Access browser. Now we have to do some activity on this Prisma Access browser. So this I will take in some another video, that what we can do with the help of Prisma browser. So a lot more settings are there. So today we will be limited to this Palo Alto XDR. So these settings you can do. Okay, you can create application group and lot more things are there. So this we will discuss later on. And this is all about this Prisma Access browser. So today lab was basically limited to I want to show how this XDR work and how this XDR basically block the things. So these are the things. So Prisma Access browser is a separate setting, we will discuss in some different video. The main topic is Cortex SOAR. Now what is SOAR? Security, orchestration, automation and response. This is important topic. So now we will go to our ultimate test drive and click on the student desktop and click on SOAR. So now we will go here, my student desktop. Where is my student desktop? Here. And in a separate window we will go here and Cortex SOAR, advance, and then proceed. This is the main topic which I want to discuss in this lab. So in username, student, and password is this, student, and password is this, login. So I have logged into here. After successful logging into SOAR lab instance, you will see the dashboard of SOAR instance. Since this is lab, it does not have much data in it, obviously. And hover your mouse, click on marketplace. So we can hover on the mouse and click on marketplace. Here is the marketplace option. So in the marketplace, the Cortex SOAR marketplace provide access, integration, content pack, playbooks and more offered by the Cortex SOAR team and our partner. Feel free to explore the various integrations that are available. Enter Palo Alto network. So now we need to enter Palo Alto network, and how we can see that what are the components there in Palo Alto networks, what kind of integration we can do. There are 19 search results, as you can see. We can do Cortex XDR, Cortex Expanse. So these are mainly, these are the main things, basically the integration what are provided. So we can explore here. Now you can see the content pack are currently installed on SOAR lab instance by going install content packs. So we can go here, and we can see install content packs, what things has been installed. For example, access investigation install, active directory query install. So these things and these default playbook or a lot more things are installed, basically we can see this. Okay, now search for IP info bar under content library, content pack library. So we have to click IP info in content pack library. So IP info, why it is not giving me IP? So it is not giving anything. So IP info you should find under the install content pack. Now okay, IP info in the search bar under content pack library. So we have done the same. So IP info is not there either. I don't think so it's there. It's not there, IP info. So this package is not currently installed. Okay, it's not installed. Go to setting, integration and instances. Now we need to go to setting, integrations, settings, and in setting integrations, and in integrations instances. We need to go to instances. Now here are the instances, and in instances select enable next to show filter. Okay, so okay, this is already there, enabled. So which are enabled, it will show. Okay, these filters are enabled, basically. You can click a gear icon on the review the configuration of the content pack. Take a quick look Palo Alto networks firewall report. Okay, so here if we scroll up, Palo Alto networks firewall reports, basically this is the content pack. You can see here, this is my content pack. Okay, and we need to click on this gear icon. Cortex XOR enabled to run system commands, integration commands and automations from an integrated command line interface. The SOAR CLI associated at the bottom of the GUI and is available through SOAR. You should see at the bottom of the setting page. Okay, bottom of the setting page. So Palo Alto Wi-Fi reports and content pack conversion, do not make any changes. Cortex XOR able to run system commands, integration. You should see an what is it is saying, the SOAR CLI, okay, is located at the bottom of the GUI and available through SOAR. You should see on the bottom of setting page. So we need to go here. Here you can run command, basically from the bottom of the page. We will test a command to run a command in SOAR CLI, and start the command with exclamation, execute the following command. So like this, execute the following command. We will execute this command. So yes, execute in the playground. So Cortex SOAR will take you the playground page where the commands are executed. click yes, execute in the playground, execute command. You should get an error message from dbot because this command does not exist yet. We will install the content and will provide the support for this command in the next task. So right now if you see the actions, nothing is there basically. Okay, so in actions nothing is there. So now in the next lab what we are going to do, install a test new integration from SOAR marketplace, browse and search for IP info. Marketplace, browse and search for IP info. Search for IP info. IP info. So IP info has came, and now click on IP info and install it using the install button on the right. So click on it and install, and afterwards install. So this will install IP info. Install. After successfully installing the content pack, we will see go to setting, integrations. Now we will go to settings, and after successful install, I think it should be installed till now. IP info is installed. Now setting and then integrations. In integration, show filter to all. Okay, now we need to show filter to all. We need to enable it, show all, and afterwards type IP info. Okay, search IP info here. IP info, and I am searching IP info here. So I should get it, it is IP space info, that's why I'm not getting it. So we can see IP info here, IP info version 2. It came after the refresh. Then afterwards what we need to do, integration and then add instance. You can review the instance setting, click save and exit to complete the setup. So we need to add this instance. So this instance is there. And we can do save and exit. It is very small now. Save and exit. So we have done the instance. So this deprecated we haven't done. So we need to do this IP version 2. Let me check again. Add instance, and whatever settings are there we need not to change. Add instance, and you can review the settings and save and exit. Okay, after adding the instance you should see IP info instance added. Okay, so let me do save and exit. Okay, I think I have installed both. No, this is IP. I have done both basically. So we can go here, this one, integration and settings. Okay, now this IP info version 2, let us see. Let us close this, and again we search for IP info. So this IP info, and here the setting icon, basically we have installed 2 instances there. So one instance we can disable. It is not required, because what we will do will 2 instances, and save and exit. So this one instance is enough for us. We can go into the setting. In setting, use IP command test to test the new instance. Go to the source CLI bottom. Now we need to using select the IP info instance that you have just installed and hit enter to execute. Okay, great. So now we can go here and we can paste this in this IP info instance and then execute. Yes, execute in the playground. So as we can see, notice that with the same command you can get different result from different integration. You have successfully add a new integration and use it in SOAR. So we have used it in SOAR. As you can see, command this executed dbot, and we can see all location, Anycast to Mountain View. So this is Google. So all details we have got with the help of this IP info. So this is done. Cortex SOAR playbook example. So playbooks are very important. So playbooks are self-contained, fully documented perspective procedures that query, analyze, and act based on the gather result. So this is again very important. We need to click on home and then we need to go on playbook. So we need to click on home. Where is home? And in home we need to click on playbook. So it's not expanding. Playbooks. So playbooks also very important. Here you can define what will happen when some incident will happen. So this is very important to understand. Now we have created a very simple playbook here for workshop. Click on 01 UTD allow 49 playbook and you will see there are few simple tasks in this playbook. So if you see here, for example, this playbook will be triggered and then it will notify the network team. What it will do, add Fortinet policy to Panorama, lab check-in, HTTP, done. So this is very simple playbook they have created. Now click on first task, notify network team to review this task. So click on first task, this one, notify network team to review this task. So here you can get the details basically. Okay, and these are the timers. Okay, when this incident occur, then you have to notify the network team. Okay, now double click on add Fortinet policy to Panorama task. Now if we click here, now what it will do basically, you can see these are the inputs: action, allow, Fortinet. Okay, this rule will be created. Output, this is output, mapping, advanced, details. So this you can get here. So this is the playbook. Now double click on add Fortinet playbook, add Fortinet playbook policy to Panorama. This task uses the Panorama create rule command. Review the fields under the input tab. So we need to review the fields under the input tab. So these are the fields Fortinet. So this it will do, add rule to Fortinet, source any, destination any, and this will be pre-post and tag SOAR. So it will automatically create a rule in Panorama. So this is the benefit of this playbook. Okay, reviewed and this is done. So let us go to Panorama, student desktop and PAB. Okay, now we need to go student desktop and okay, where's Panorama? Now let's log in to go to student desktop tab, launch Panorama while ultimate test drive bookmark. Okay, we need to go to student desktop now. Now we need to go to student desktop here, student desktop and Panorama tab, advanced, proceed, and username would be student and UTD 246 STUDENT and password I have given. Now I will log into Panorama. Now after login to Panorama, okay, now we need to go policy security pre-rules, select Cortex SOAR device group. Close. Policy pre-rules, and there will be one pre-rule, and that pre-rule would be, okay, we have to firstly select this is shared one, so Cortex SOAR device group. In pre-rule, now we can see here, right now there is nothing. Now go back to Cortex SOAR GUI and go to incidents. Okay, Cortex SOAR GUI and click on Cortex SOAR GUI and click on incidents. Okay, on GUI incidents. So right now it's not there. Okay, click new incident. Okay, let me create a new incident, and the new incident, boss want to pay for play Fortnite. Okay, so this new incident I will create, boss want to play Fortnite. Student owner, student type network, owner student type network, where is the type, owner is student, type is network, NETWOR. Okay, type is network, and type network, severity medium, set as high if performance review is coming soon. Okay, so severity medium, and afterwards 01 UTD allow Fortnite. We need to select this, which playbook, this playbook, and afterwards this is done. Scroll down the incidents and click the incidents ID for the incident you just created. It will open the incident in the window. So okay, this create a new incident, so we need to scroll down. Let us refresh the window as well. So as you can see, this is showing what incident you have created, this detail basically. Scroll down the window, click the incident ID for the incident you just created. It will open the incident info window. Okay, so let me make it small down. This will open the incident window. So this incident windows is open. You can see that the playbook for this incident is already running, and there is a task waiting for user to complete. So it is already running, and there is a task for user to complete. Okay, now what else? UTD allow Fortinet in window plan. Here window plan. Okay, this is waiting basically. You can click either task pane or window plan to view the task. Task pane is the best simple way we have here, so we use that here. Note that the task is not has been executed, so you can check Panorama GUI. There should be no pre-rule. So what we need to do now, so we need to click on task pane, and afterwards task pane mark completed, and this task is done, and move to next task in the playbook. Mark completed. So this will go to the next task in the playbook. Great. You will see the remaining task in the playbook being executed and notify when the task is done. Okay, so in the playbook, basically in the playbook right now it is not running. All you done, so I think task has been completed. No, it's not completed. And also let us refresh, sometime it gives the problem. So as we can see, war room 7, so this is happening. Let us go to Panorama, and as we can see, this rule has been created. So this is the benefit of a playbook to automate any task. So this is why SOAR is used for. Okay, now other Cortex SOAR resources. So what is Cortex SOAR? Okay, this is the YouTube video they have given, and these are the activity. Introduction to Cortex XIAM. So extended security intelligence and automation management, AI driven security platform. Now if we talk about this, what is SOAR? The SOAR functionality of Cortex XIAM help analysts to automate process and tedious tasks, perform first touch on alerts, reduce false positive. It automates and remediates uh, uh, this thing basically, and unfized disparate tool. EDR. No, what is EDR? EDR is a functionality of Cortex XIAM, helps analysis given visibility to endpoint and other devices within the SOC. The functionality protects endpoints against the malware, exploit, and telemetry. ASM. ASM is a functionality of Cortex XIAM, real-time monitoring of attack surface. SIEM. SIEM is a functionality of Cortex XIAM, analysis to ingest logs, normalize logs, create rules for detection, run rules against logs, stitch log, and create alerts for third-party system. So these, the Cortex XIAM merge all these technologies: SOAR, EDR, endpoint detection and response, ASM, that is for real-time monitoring, and SIEM. Now SIEM is obviously for logs. Now important, go to student desktop and Cortex XIAM. Now we need to go here. I will open a new tab. Cortex XIAM, and here important, in the login screen, click sign in with your CSP credential, cloud service provider credential. Sign in with CSP. So which user we need to select here? UTD CP XIAM viewer. UTD CP XIAM viewer. And if we ask about the code 4949 4949, and afterwards password of XIAM viewer, and verify. So as you can see, XIAM is combining all. Okay, it has SOAR, it has EDR, it has ASM, it has SIEM as well. So all is combined here. So here basically we can view everything. what is happening. I'm not going to discuss it about much. We can explore different tab, and we can see whatever the telemetry data has been collected, whatever the case and issues and incident response. This we can see cases and issues and then cases. So let us go here in student desktop. So as you can see, this is all data, dashboard, report, cases and issues. We can see cases. So whatever cases are there, this will show. Okay, and as you can see, there are many results, high, low, like kind of this kind of thing. So these, the incident view where the analysis can being their day. Here you will be able to see all incidents within Cortex XIAM. Note the smart score. Here besides each incident, a product of a precision AI. So if we go here, cases and issues, and we can see all cases and issues here. Now what it is saying, cases and issue and then cases, and there will be a view, cases and issues, and then cases. So here you will be able to see all cases, basically case domain or severity, high, low, all detail you will be able to see here. Okay, as you can see, this one case is there, and what happened in there, all details. For example, protect silver APT attack. So you can view here. So basically an engineer start his days from here and check whether what are the score and what are the vulnerabilities. These things basically an engineer can check here. And also the incident details also map to MITRE attack framework. To add the investigation, click on checkbox. So let us see what it is trying to say. Now this is called the smart score 90. This is security related smart score. The score was set by the smart score due to the following reasons. So this is the smart score. So these details we can see here. Here in the demo we don't have much details because it's a demo, but in real case scenario you can see all this thing. Look at the specific incident to understand incidents in Cortex XIAM. So favority and cases. So we can go in favority and we can go in cases.